Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamu alaikum and greetings, Alishan Mau here. Today in this video I'm going to introduce the newest charger from ISDT, that is the ISDT D2 charger sitting right here with me. This is a smart balance charger for all kind of LiPo, Li-Fi, Li-HV and Li-ion batteries, and it supports charging, discharging and storage modes for all of these kind of batteries from 1S up to 6S batteries. This is a 2-channel smart balance charger. That means you can charge 2 different kinds of batteries simultaneously. Now, before I show you the charger, let's look at the specs very quickly. Alright, let's look at the charger very quickly before we move on to charging the batteries. As I mentioned, using this charger is very easy. There are 2 buttons, one for each channel selection and 1 dial, and that is all you will need to control and tweak all the parameters for your battery charging. There's an IPS screen, a display screen here, which is very bright, and even on very bright conditions you can see it very clearly. At the back side of the charger you have vents and 2 cooling fans, which will keep your charger very cool, because the charger can get really hot when it's charging bigger batteries like 6S, and if you're charging 2 of them simultaneously at high milliamps. At the left side of the charger you will find a USB port and an update port. On the front of the charger you have 2 balance ports and 2 main ports for your batteries. Now the thing is, having only XT60 connectors actually limit the usage of this charger. What if your batteries have DINS connectors? What if your batteries have JST connectors or other kind of connectors? Because we're talking about charging from 1S up to 6S. Some of the 1S or 2S batteries have JST connectors. How do you charge them if you have only XT60 connectors? So this is by far the only drawback that I found about this charger, that it limits the usage to XT60 connectors. And should your batteries have different kind of connectors, you will have to go ahead and make custom connectors by yourself. That means XT60 to various different connectors all by yourself you have to make, and then you will be able to charge different kind of batteries with different kind of connectors. On the bottom here you can see another vent and a heat sink here. So basically heat dissipation or airflow is very properly maintained inside this charger, and the fans on the back can easily circulate the air inside the charger and keep the charger cool during the charging process. Enough said, let's power the charger on and we will take a look at the menu system, and we will also charge a couple of batteries. Right, to start with, there are 2 channels, so you can select channel 1 or channel 2, or press the button again to go back to the both channel screen shown on this IPS screen or IPS display at the same time. Now to enter the charger's main menu to select various charger settings, not the battery charging settings, press and hold the dial here. Now you can set backlight to high, middle or low. You can set the volume of the beeper, because it will beep once the battery has been charged. It will beep and notify you. So you can set the beep to high, middle or low, or you can just turn it off if you don't want the charger to bother you. But I will suggest at least keep the beeper on. I like the high volume, so I'll keep it on the high. Completion tone, you can select it to repeat or a single. Repeat is good because if you're working around, you can easily hear the tones, because the charger will keep repeating the tone telling you the battery has been charged. Display 2 channels, you can select yes or no. Well, I will select yes. You can select various language from English, Chinese, Dutch, French languages. I will choose English, of course. Then you can have firmware sharing, system information, system self-checking, and you can go back. Alright, now comes the next menu, which is the charging menu. So you can press and hold the button, any of the channel button, to get into that charging. However, if you connect a battery, for instance I have this Vacuum's Power 1550 milliamp 95C 4S battery for FPV racing. If you connect the battery, the charger will automatically detect the battery type and set default battery charging settings for you. So let us do that. First off, I will connect the balance port. I start watching the cell values of the voltage on the battery cells, and I'm going to connect the main connector. On the screen you can see 13.1 volt 4S and 3.2 or 3.3 volt per cell. Let me zoom in onto the screen. So now that the 4S battery is connected, you can press and hold to enter the menu. You can select the task, that means charge, discharge or storage. We are going to charge the battery, so keep it on the charge. You can select the battery type. It has already detected LiPo. You can still select Li-HV, LiPo, Li-LON, Li-Fe, PB, NiMH or CD batteries. I'm going to keep it on the LiPo. It has already detected that. Cell voltage, you want to keep it on 4.2 volt. That's where the cell of the LiPo battery will be fully charged. However, if you want, you can either put the value down to 4.15 volt or to put the maximum value to 4.25 volts per cell. Cell count, it has already detected 4 cell battery, but as I mentioned, you can select the batteries from 1S to 6S. Current settings, what current you want your batteries to charge at, you can select from 0.1 amp all the way up to 12 amps. Well, 12 amps will charge your battery really fast. However, I wouldn't recommend, because charging on very high current rate can actually reduce your battery cell life. So I will go ahead and select 2 amp for my battery to charge. Okay. You can also charge this 95C battery on 3 amp. So anyway, let's just give it a try. We'll put it on 3 amp. And now you can press and say start task. Alright, there you go. Your battery has started charging. This is a 4-cell battery charging here. Now if you want to see what is going on with each cell, you can press the button one time and you can see each cell value. At the moment, how much amps are given, how much mAh the battery is getting into it. Okay, once again press down here and you can scroll down to see various other information. Alright, now that one battery is charging, I'm gonna put another battery in, and now comes the same thing as I was saying, that what if your battery has a Dean's connector, not XT60? You will have to make a custom connector like this one in my hands. I made them a very long time ago while I was in China. So anyway, now they're useful. I'm gonna plug one in here. I'm gonna plug my 3S battery balance port here. As soon as I plug it in, my charger detects 3S battery, automatically sets the 3S default parameter for it. I'm gonna connect the main connector. I'm gonna press and hold the second channel button. I have values set as well. However, I'm gonna just drop the current value to 2 amps. Okay, and I can start the task. I can press and see each cell value and what is going on with the battery, temperature, etc. Okay, and back to both batteries charging. You see, the controls are very easy. Most of the things are just done automatically. The smart charger, is smart. It detects everything for you once you connect the battery and sets the very default and best parameters for your battery. If you want to tweak the parameter, it's really easy. You have seen to tweak the parameters according to your own choice to charge your batteries. Each cell is balanced very properly and precisely as well. So if you're looking for a very nice and compact charger that will charge 2 batteries simultaneously and batteries up to 6 cell from 1S to 6 cell, this is the charger that you are gonna get next. Thank you for watching the video, and thank you very much for your continued support towards my work on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel and stay updated for all the regular video uploads. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share the link over your social sites.